Welcome back to the ground control station. And in this video, we got Mr. James Sullivan's President Lincoln 2 Plus. All right, so without further ado, let's get down to business. All right, and we're back, man. Got her all hooked up. We're just gonna set you down right here. Mic gain all the way down, RF power all the way down. About a 3.5 watt dead key. 0 on the reflect, as you can tell. Key up one more time. Yeah, it's like a milliwatt of reflect. Okay, we'll come back here. And we will go high side of the RF power. About 3/4 of a watt of reflect, which is normal, on a 13 watt dead key. Spot on frequency. Of course, the naysayer, Stewie Patooey, wants to talk about my frequency counter. Like I told you, those last digits don't matter, man. Okay? This is why I have another frequency counter, another counter with the generator in it, and we have a frequency counter on the Oscilloscope. And plus we have a spectrum analyzer. So I said 30 videos ago, probably like 35 videos ago, I told all my subscribers that the Hertz division is off on here, and it's due to 2 capacitors, okay? I just haven't had the time to repair it. But this is still a good reference for my YouTubers, okay? So this guy Stewie Patooey at Meth Head Radio Shop, he wants to make videos about me and stuff like that. Well, he needs to be real careful, because I've seen some of his videos, and there's a lot of things that come into play that he's doing wrong. And let's not forget that the guy has wired up his whole test bench with RG8X coax. Yeah, not even dual shielded. Complete trash junk. Worse than fucking Radio Shack coax. But I'm not big on making videos, especially about punk motherfuckers that can't even amount up to my my type of character. He's also threw out lies and stuff, saying I'm a criminal and all this. And it's really funny because everybody knows that I've been in law enforcement for about 12 years. I was even shipped overseas to Afghanistan for the Department of Defense. They have 11 combatant commands, and I was one of those units. I was in one of those units. So, and these 11 combatant and commands, they are deployed whether you're at war or peace. Okay, so I seen my bit of action. And let me tell you this, Stewie Patooey. All right? Law enforcement and government departments, let's just say, they don't hire criminals, buddy. So like I told you, get your facts straight before you talk about Michael Christopher Klein, August 4th, 1983. See, I'm not scared to put out my information. Not one bit. All right? You better leave this man alone and quit playing, boy. Keep to your channel and mind your business. All right? Because you already have a terrible reputation, and you're right up there with Mark Sherman. And you know what? Every time I get on Twitter and I get on Facebook, I see these pages and these groups where there's just like, you know, 60 guys, 60 plus guys. They're taking your photos. They're photoshopping your photos. I mean, they're just dragging you through the trenches. Now, let me tell you this, my friend. That's not my style. You don't have to worry about me taking pictures and you know all that funny stuff they're doing about you. You know, these people did this because you steal. It's because you scam, you know? People have to worry about their radios when it comes to you. And you get your ass up on your shoulders one day and you have a bad day and one of your customers gets a stolen radio. I mean, it's that easy. I mean, your reviews on Google are terrible. When people leave just a 1-star review and don't even leave any comments, you actually have a copy and paste blanket statement saying, stop harassing me in my business. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what, Stewie Patooey. If a person can't come on and just leave a 1-star review without you attacking them, that's a huge red flag. That tells everybody everything they need to know about you, okay? Especially us thinkers. Oh my God, I swear. Like I say, man, the internet will speak for itself, and this radio community has already spoken for itself. And they have all put you up there with the #1 piece of shit in the community, and that's Mark Sherman. So it goes Mark Sherman and then Stu Sora. You made your bed, and you can lie in it, all right? And that's exactly what you'll do. Not to mention, man, I know a couple people that's been to your shop. One of them actually told me your basement smells like fucking mold and mildew, and it's gross. And he also sent me a picture of your house when he pulled up before he walked in. And he told me it looked like a meth house with antennas. And I didn't believe him. I'm like, nah, this guy ain't that bad. And he sent me the photo, and sure enough, bro. So like I say, you got a lot of things to tend to on your side. You got your physical health you need to tend to. You're overweight. You're out of shape. You know, your house is in shambles. Like I say, you have a lot to tend to other than ground control. All right? So this is going to be my last video about you. This is going to be my very last video because I'm not going to give you too much attention because everyone knows you're piggybacking my channel for subs, views, for limelight, which is absolutely ridiculous, dude, because there's enough space in this community for all of us, even you bum-ass techs, even you splatterbox techs, or just a repair guy that only knows how to bring a radio back to stock. I'm not a repair shop. I've never been a repair shop in the last 6 years. I stopped that shit 6 years ago. You know why? Because repairs are headaches, and I don't want other people's junk in here, all right? So you stay a repair shop, okay, and scamming whoever you choose to scam at that given moment. And I'm going to do me. RF power all the way down, mic gain all the way up. Mr. Sutherland, we would show a little peak wattage here. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. Oh, we almost hit 50 there. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. There we go. She's kind of tight, man. Kind of tight. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. All right, we hit 51 watts one time. So I think it's safe to say that your true max peak is about 40 watts. We've seen 40 more than we've seen 50 there. And what we're going to do here now is just RF power all the way down, mic gain all the way up, and 1 kilohertz tone coming up. And also, I forgot to mention, Stewie Patooey, you fucking moron. This is the gain for the 1 kilohertz tone. It doesn't change the frequency, you idiot. Here, let me show you. It's the injection gain. It doesn't change the frequency of the 1 kilohertz tone, you dipshit. Anyways, 1 kilohertz tone coming up. It's not too bad. These presidents can come a little weird, little sawtooth waveform, which you kind of see there, but I want to show you my 2-division carrier real quick. 2-division carrier. Now, I'm going to hit the 1 kilohertz tone again, and then I'm going to eject the shit out of this thing and see if all these limiters are working. All right, just a little funky. We're going to back the gain back down. The manual states it should be 12 o'clock. Okay. So, like I say, I've had many of videos here with the President Lincoln 2 Plus, and they come with that sawtooth waveform. We'll freeze frame that. A lot of techs that I talk to say it's the electret type microphone that does it. But I've actually put different microphones on these things and then threw the 1 kilohertz tone in them, and it never changed. So it's definitely not the electret microphone, okay? Now we all know these President Lincoln 2 Pluses do not come with a dynamic microphone, and the actual modulation circuit is really set up for the electret and not a dynamic microphone. No harm, no foul. Who knows, man? Maybe it's just you know, quick techs on the tech on the tech bench, you know, at President, just trying to get these things pumped out. I'm not sure, but no harm, no foul. We're gonna get your waveform cleaned up, Mr. Sullivan. All right, and let's try this. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. All right, we got 55 there, 51 there. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. 50 there. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. 53 watts there. So I think now that it's warmed up, it's not so tight. RF power all the way up. Okay, about 13 watts. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. There we go. We're seeing that 50 more now. Audio check. Audio check 1 2 3 4. Got 55 watts peak. Audio check. About 1.5 watts reflect. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so she loosens up a little bit when she warms up, and also is definitely getting that 55 watts peak, 50 watts peak easy with the RF power all the way up. But we're going to make sure we get enough forward swing when the RF power is all the way down. So what Mr. Sullivan is going to do is he's going to be running this, and he also has another radio here that I got to work on. That's the following video. But he wants this for his RV, okay? And he's never going to put any amplifiers connected to this thing at all. So with the RF power being on low, he wants more than just that 3.5 watt dead key. All right, so we're gonna see how these presidents pan out with an 8 watt dead key. If I can't keep it clean and the IMD's down with an 8 watt dead key on the low side, you know, probably 5 watts will also be suffice. But I'm gonna try to pump this thing out on the low side of the RF power at least 8 watts, because he's never gonna run an amplifier. He says he wants this thing to do as much watts as it can, okay, considering dead key and peak wattage without messing up the harmonics. Oh yeah, I also wanted to chime in while I'm letting these caps drain out the radio so I can do the conversion, is that Stu, you lost all credibility and complete respect with me, and along with a lot of other people, when you lied and faked a Striker 955 done up by Mark Sherman at Fine Tune Radio Shop. I seen that video way before you tried to steal my buddy Randall's radio, and he had to get the Better Business Bureau involved for him to get his radio back. Oh man, thank God for that that department, right? But When I seen your video of a complete stock Striker 955 and you tried to lie and claim that it was a fine-tuned Striker, yeah, that was just, well, one, it was hilarious. And number two, it was ridiculous. Now, I've had a Mark Sherman Striker on this bench probably about 2 years ago. And I can tell you this right now, that Striker that you lied upon was not Mark Sherman's, okay? I know what Mark Sherman does considering modifications, and we're not talking about the surface mount technology. We're talking about very, very obvious modifications to the voltage regulator. And plus, and I'm not going to say any of them because I don't need you having information that you still don't have, okay? So you can lie some more and try to make yourself look good. But there's quite a few modifications in this area, okay, from Mark Sherman, all right? And note the fact, the channel selector and encoder. Mark does not, when he does have work, he does not sell a radio without the modded or aftermarket encoder and knob. Sorry, buddy, it doesn't happen. So, and this is going to show you how much of a straight shooter I am. Even though I can't stand Mark Sherman, okay? I still have to say, dude, you're fucked up for lying. That's not cool to lie on somebody. Mark Sherman has enough bad things about him that you don't need to lie. You don't need to lie on him, buddy. So, man, your credibility and your respect in this community, dude, is at an all-time low, okay? And like I said, man, you talk a lot of bullshit. And some of the biggest bullshit you've talked, you've already been busted out on. How dare you? How dare you talk about another tech's radio and it's not even his fucking radio? You know, you're an exact piece of shit just for that. And it's a free country and it's my channel and I'm going to use the choice words that I choose to use, man. If you don't like it, stop watching all my shit, dude. Stop piggybacking my channel. All right, Mrs. Sutherland, conversion is done. 27205. 27205. Center frequency down there, 27205. Spot on. Now, let me get this thing tuned out and rocking. We'll be back. Hold on to something. All right, so RF power is on low. Might gain all the way up. We'll show dead key real quick. We got you at 7 watts. As you can tell, this screen freeze frames every last piece of data it collects. So let's just key up. $7-watt carrier on the low side, okay? I gave you as much as I could give you without disrupting the AM compliant waveform, okay? So on the low side of the RF power, Mr. Sullivan, you have 7 watts, okay? With barely any reflect. Let's key it back up. SWR on the dummy loads, 1.2. We're gonna crank the RF power all the way up. Barely any reflect. 13 watts on the high side. Audio check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 54 watts, 53 watts, 54 watts, 53 watts all the time. Audio check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's loosened up a little bit, man. Letting that cotton picker swing forward. Audio check. No harm, no foul. Don't have to scream. Audio check. Staying right up there in the 50s. Audio check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now what we wanted to do is make sure we're still getting that forward swing with the RF power all the way down. So we're gonna key up. Let this thing calculate. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 7 watts. Audio check. Audio check. Doing about 53 watts peak. There's 54. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. We got a constant peak swing of about 53. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Audio 1 2. Audio 1 2. 1 2. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. Audio check. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. Damn it, boy. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. All right. All right, no matter how you zoom in, man, whether I stretch it out long ways for you or bring it in zoomed in, she is clean. And look at that carrier. We even zoomed in on the carrier. Beautiful. Yeah, try doing that with an old ass analog oscilloscope. And we'll run through it one more time on AM. Get my 2-division carrier back. There's 2 divisions right there. 1 kilohertz tone coming up. We'll dim it out a little bit so you can see the grid better. All right, brother. She's doing what she's supposed to be doing. Let's move on to sideband. And we're going to throw out that single sideband dual tone, 1 kilohertz and 5 kilohertz, all at the same time. But before I do, I want to give a big shout out to Snake Radio's Customs. You avid ground control subscribers, you know I've had a few of his radios in here, and you know they were kind of splatter boxes, you know, peaked and tweaked. But you know, since those videos, Snake has incorporated using the 1 kilohertz tone to tune his radios. He didn't give me any shit. He didn't treat me bad. He didn't say bad things about me. I literally believe that I was the one to eventually convince him that it's definitely a part of the science, a part of the practice to working on AM radios. And as we all know, FM is a little bit different and stuff like that. But, you know, I've been a subscriber to Snake for so long. I've watched so many of his videos, you know, even when I didn't have a test bench, even when I only had a mobile radio and a 6-pill in the trunk, you know. Always watched Snake. I always respected his channel, respected his work. I like his custom work. He does one hell of a job with customizing radios. So when I did get those radios in here from Snake, SRC, you know, I was very diligent. I wasn't trying to bash him. And I think he took it as in, hey, the young guy's kind of right, and he's not being a dickhead like Mark. and all these other naysayers. So he actually took a little bit of advice. I mean, soon after I put out those videos, he got his 1 kilohertz tone shit together. And I salute that, and I respect that. Absolutely 100%. You know, you can't always teach people the Mark Sherman way and then expect them to learn, listen, and understand. All right, here goes the talk back. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. 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 Clean, clear. Broadcast modulation. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5. Breaker. All right, man. This thing is smoking and stroking. Mr. Sullivan, your first radio is done, sir. On to the next. I appreciate your business. Hey, YouTubers, radio heads, amplifier addicts alike, please like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate all the comments. High five. Until next time, Ground Control 204, Black Ops Technology.